Howdy folks, this is the Command Line Vulpine here, and welcome back to Let's Play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead version point G. Sort of. We're still doing the post-commentary. If you missed the last episode, essentially an update made it so OBS switched everything over to the defaults, which is not the microphones and stuff it needed. So it recorded everything with no audio whatsoever. We're going to increase the playback speed to 50 times here, or times 50%. Anyway, we were on the top of that building trying to see more of the town. It did reveal more of the town, but we still see no other grocery stores. There's a clothing store. I think the clothing stores sometimes have had shopping carts. They should. But normally they do not, so it's not really an option, and it's very deep in this gigantic town, so it's probably not going to happen. So I come up with the idea that we should probably head down this way or over there and see if we can find another grocery store somewhere. We gotta have a shopping cart. The game is not really playable without one. It's really going to cause us a lot of issues. Anyway, for now, we're going to take our load of loot home. There's some of the most good things we found on that particular run. We found a large tactical backpack with a lot of ammo in it and a lot of weapons in it. Then we found a second, wasn't a tactical bag, but it was another go bag that had more ammo and more weapons in it. So we found some really good stuff. We also found a multi-tool, which is really good. So now we do the fun part of sorting all this stuff out. Normally I make you guys watch this, but alas, this time I'm not going to make you watch it because I also have to watch it this time. And basically, like, if you're wondering like why I show like all the inventory management and stuff, is 50% of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead is inventory management. So if I cut it out, I'd have to record for like 2 hours to get like 15 minutes of content, you know? It's a bad deal for me because I don't have full time to do this. I work a full-time job too. So the inventory management stays in, except when I also have to watch it. I understand the hypocrisy in that, but also I lived this. You guys haven't lived this yet. You didn't see it. I lived it. Getting everything dropped. We're down to like our wallets and stuff. I think I'm grabbing stuff to wash the dirty clothes. Yeah. I'm out of carrying capacity because there's so many dirty things that it won't even fit the washing kit in my backpack anymore. Oh, I remember this now. I grabbed the washing soda because I don't know what it is. I figure it's another type of detergent. I'm still using the gate pulley at this point, but so I soon learn that we actually can vault over the barbed wire without too much trouble. Anyway, we're trying to wash the clothes, and the washing soda is not detergent. I don't know what the washing soda is for, so I changed my mind. That pig looks like it was charging me, which kind of got me nervous. I don't remember if it was before this episode or maybe after it. There's something going on in the farm field, though. I don't know what I'm pausing to commentate on here. Maybe just the pig charging me being weird. Or maybe I'm just really mad that the washing soda is not washing stuff. Anyway, we grab actual detergent. I think I'm thinking, like, is there another way to get through this without using the gate pulley? The problem with the gate... Yeah, probably the fence. There's the first time we don't get damaged. Great. Oh. Yeah, I almost got killed by the festering boar. I think I just realized it, maybe. Yeah, I'm dropping the golf bag. It's like, what in Samuel Tarley is going on out here? What dang old festering boar out here? I'm guessing one of those zombies killed a boar before, and I didn't smash all the bodies. I thought I smashed all the bodies, but apparently I had not. One of them turned into a zombie pig. Zombie pig. Zombie pig does whatever zombie pigs do. Okay. Anyway, now we wash our clothes. Then we haul them back. Drop everything off. I don't know what I was doing there. What are you grabbing, old me? Oh, I didn't get everything washed because I couldn't carry everything and the washing kit last time. I tried hopping over the barbed wire fence again, and it works great. I mean, a little bit more careful on the run there. Ooh, skipping ahead causes some issues here sometimes. But anyway, nothing else happening there. Just finishing washing things, and now we're putting everything away. I guess I still had more to wash. Oh, there's our tactical bag and motorcycle helmet. These were the two things that I couldn't bring over there. The other trip back home was to get the detergent. That's right. So that's what that was about. Another successful trip over the barbed wire. It might just be because we have the hard chest guard. Pretty good defensive item. But yeah, now I'm trying to compare the golf bag to the large tactical bag, but you have to make sure they're both completely empty or it'll affect the results. And it's a little bit of a toss-up. The golf bag is taller, so it can fit much longer objects into it. Like, I don't think the large tactical backpack's going to be able to carry planks, for instance, but the golf bag can. It's pretty important, being able to carry those around. I think I also noticed at this point that it says there's now a covers the back torso hang. But that's like different than layer, I think. I don't see layers listed here actually, so maybe this is a layer and there's a different back torso slot. I don't know. It doesn't say it's a layer though. It's different than normal. Anyway, I'm just comparing them. We go down to the pockets, and the tactical backpack can carry a lot more stuff, like twice the capacity, but it doesn't have that giant's item length, which is just huge. And then the tactical backpack also has carabiners and straps and stuff, which increase encumbrance and stuff. If you use them, items might fall out if grabbed. So you don't really want to put them on the carabiners or strap, but you can. Anyway, I decide to give the tactical backpack a try. I'm not totally convinced though. We will see. And now I need a new weapon. I need a new weapon because the nail bat's about to break. So I'm looking at our options, looking at piercing weapons. Weirdly, the makeshift sap has some insane DPS, but DPS is not damage, is what I've learned from the cudgel. So I'm glad I didn't make the makeshift sap, because I'm guessing that it's actually pretty terrible. It's like, DPS is getting influenced by just how fast it can hit. It's not really like an accurate DPS or damage per stamina, which I don't know. Kind of weird. Eventually I go with the quarterstaff though, because the quarterstaff has as much damage as like that sap did, but it does it in much larger chunks, and it's not quite as fast, but still very fast and has a very high to hit bonus. It's also comparing it to the cudgel, which is pretty much about exactly the same as well on paper, but in practice, the quarterstaff's way better, which we will soon learn. Yeah, compare it to the nail bat just to be sure. The nail bat's probably still better even in this damaged state, but the nail bat's pretty toast. We eat up, eat them up, eat them up, eat them up, eat them up, including that nice lobster cake. And we're on our way with our little children's tricycle, the little tricycle that could. until it comes to a dead-end road where we have to leave it behind because it can't go on the grass. Tell it to remember the vehicle position, though, because it's kind of an important little tool we've got there. And we begin the long journey across the wide open plains of Rhode Island. Oh, there's a praying mantis giant insect over there. Great. No, thank you. I do not want any. And then there's a FEMA camp over there. Great. Thank you. I don't want any. It's quite dangerous. And there's a bunch of empty shells here. Great. No, thank you. I don't want any. Empty shells. I'm taking my time looking at these shells. Lead to a grave site there. I'd like to see us read this. This is all my fault, is what it says. Environmental storytelling. Get back on the roads. Decide to check the dead end up top first. It's a bit of a jaunt. And then this is kind of weird. It's a in production evac shelter, which I've never seen before. It's like under construction. We find sandpaper, we find a drill, we find cut resistance gloves, which sound really good. A bunch of wooden panels there too, which might be useful in construction. So I take a look at these cut resistant gloves and they have an encumbrance of 40. That is 40 times more encumbrance than our light gloves. Sure, they've got a little bit of protection, but really not that much for 40 hand encumbrance. Are you kidding me? For cut-proof gloves? I've worn cut-proof gloves in real life. They're actually like pretty like form-fitting on the fingers, so I don't know why the encumbrance on them is so high. It's actually kind of psycho bonkers crazy. My only guess is that they refactored what hand encumbrance is, so that maybe 40 encumbrance is like 4 encumbrance from an older game, but sheesh. Also, it's raining for once. Got to give the game credit when it rains because it does that so rarely now. It used to rain all the time. Used to acid rain as well. But not any longer. I'll light a fire because our character was actually upset about not lighting a fire. Actually made me realize he's actually gone pretty long without lighting a fire, so they must have made it so you don't have to do it as much. We found this is a limousine, I think. And then there's 3 dead human bodies on the outside of it. Don't think we really find anything here. Oh, there's another one of those get out of jail free backpacks that has a bunch of weapons and ammo and stuff in it, which is absolutely insane. I think the thing with this limo is it's actually in acceptable condition. Nothing's broke. It just needs gas, I think. And also a battery. It might be able to charge because it has a second battery and only one is draining from being damaged. Maybe the controls are toasted. No, it has the controls too. Looks like one of the wheels was broke. Anyway, point is, this is a functional vehicle. If we so desired, we're gonna have to fill a gas tank and drag it all the way out here and refill it. Then I don't know about the battery, like if we can get it recharged with the alternator. I don't really know how alternators work in this game because I always just build an electric vehicle. It's just a lot easier. And we move on. I see a bicycle rim there. Not really helpful. We're on our way to another evac shelter. There's a bottle jack in this car, which is better than the scissor jack that we have left at home. Take a look at that vehicle. I think it's toasted though. And this shelter is a abandoned evac shelter. It's beat up and stuff, but there is just a ton. An absolute. Oh, I read. There's another thing you can read if you feel like pausing it and reading it, but I'm not going to read it again. In fact, I've read this FEMA evacuation pamphlet like 20 times because it's in the starting shelter. But yeah, there's just tons and tons of clean water for one thing, and empty water bottles too, which are both pretty good. Protein rations like a madman. We'll probably never eat them because they are not good eats, but It's good to have them so that we don't ever starve. I think there's a particular pile in here where there's like 30 of them or something. 21. 21 of them in that pile. So then I use the computer. Computer, if you don't know, if you start in a regular evac shelter, is a good source of light because it has a little bit of light around it. But I'm just using it to find the location of the evacuation points. I'm reading it out loud, and then I go try to find the evacuation point. And it is unbelievably far away. It is the farthest evacuation point I've ever seen. We will never get there. It is unfathomably far away. I also point out that the way Cataclysm makes roads, it can't make a loop, which is something I didn't know until more recently. But yeah, it actually can't make any looped roads, so everything ends in a dead end and just branches off. Or it can be its own string that's not attached, right? It's one of those weird little things. You know, there is a little loop right there. Hey, huh? I was like, wait a minute, that's the loop right there. Is it broken up maybe by... Oh, that's a loop. Huh. I don't know. But you can see like how most of it hadn't been looping. I don't know why that part there was able to loop. It's just like part of the pathing system to make sure things work. It must not be a clean connection like it looks like. It might be like might be a dead end like next to a road, you know? That would be my guess. And hey, it's the end of the video. Twice over. Hope you all enjoyed. We still have 2 more of these post-commentary episodes to do. I apologize, but it's the way it's got to be. I think people actually like these more, but they are twice as much effort because I have to look at the content again. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, remember the like button. Keep the conversation going in the comments and subscribe if you'd like to see more. And until next time, I hope you have a good day.